Hi, this is Samina Sheikh here on Zoom channel, and with me today I have the multi-talented Varun Grover. So join me as I welcome him on Zoom.
Thank you, and lovely to be on Zoom.
And I must say, when I say multi-talented, you have done different things. You know, it's not like, just making a career into writing or dialogue writing or into direction right now, as you're making a debut with that. You have also been a stand-up comedian, and humor काफी miss होते जा रहा है दिन पे दिन इंडिया में. So what is that one punchline which you really prefer, like always giving it out there?
Okay, so my favorite punchline is so someone sent me a message, angry message on online कि तू कभी झालावाड़ आ तो मैं तुझे मारूंगा. So मैंने उसको लिखा कि यार पिटना भी मुझे, झालावाड़ भी मैं हूँ, तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाएगा ना, कहीं मिडवे मिल लेते हैं, एटलीस्ट तू विरार तक आ जा, मैं आ जाऊंगा लोकल लेके, वहाँ पीट लेना मुझे. So that's something which people keep asking me about. And another about a singhada, I was stopped at the airport for singhadas because वो बोला गया मुझे कि बहुत pointy हैं और बहुत sharp edges हैं. तो मैंने कहा कि मैं कितना बेवकूफ़ लगूंगा अगर मैंने सिंघाड़े से प्लेन हाईजैक कर दिया, और मुझे बताया गया कि हम कितने बेवकूफ़ लगेंगे अगर आपने सिंघाड़े से प्लेन हाईजैक कर दिया, तो आपको ये छीलने पड़ेंगे, और मुझे छीलने पड़े. तो मैंने एयरपोर्ट पे बैठ के 2 किलो सिंघाड़े छीले.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Really? And then did you take it back?
yeah. Because I love singhadas too much, so मुझे छीलने
Most of us, I think, like even I do. Or the green one or the black one?
The green ones, yeah, they're
Especially
so good.
during rains and all. You have to wait for them to come. But singhada conversation की बात करें तो I feel like right now your focus is more on people using their brains for IIT, and I want to know more about that because I have few friends who have been doing IITs and they are like, really, if you really want to
you wrote that exam?
Stress your life? No, I have not.
You wrote any other competitive exam?
Not competitive. I think like I was in media, so more into that. Yeah, so.
Lucky, because the stress of competitive exams in India, especially if you are into the science, like either you are trying to become an engineer or a doctor, ये दो ऑप्शन होते हैं, घर वाले और कोई ऑप्शन देते नहीं है. तो वो जो स्ट्रेस है वो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा था when I was 17, 18 in Lucknow, growing up in Lucknow in the 90s. तो वो स्ट्रेस मेरे दिमाग में बहुत ज़्यादा रह गया था, and I wanted to tell a story about that period of my life and that period of everyone's life where you are 17 and your family decides for you what you should be, and then you are thrown into this competitive exam का जो coaching वाला world है, where you are doing coaching like 6 hours, 8 hours a day, and then you constantly are thinking कि अगर इस साल मेरा नहीं निकला ये exam, then I'll be a loser for the rest of my life. That's the feeling you are given, and that feeling is not very good. So I wanted to do something about that feeling, that year and that age of my life, and through this story, All India Rank. तो ये वहाँ से निकल के आई ये कहानी, and I still didn't want to make it a heavy-handed film. I wanted to make a musical, fun, comedy, drama, bittersweet kind of a simple film, and that's what it is.
But I have to ask you also, Varun, and this is like, I'm sorry, like I'm minding your business in a way. कितनी बार ऐसे क्वेश्चन आए कि IITians की लाइफ नहीं होती है, इंजीनियर्स की लाइफ नहीं होती, लव लाइफ नहीं होती है. Did you have one?
नहीं, एक्चुअली हाँ, तो हमारे टाइम में एक्चुअली बहुत कम लड़कियां होती थी हमारे बैच में. सो इनफैक्ट इन आवर बैच, सो आई डिड क्लियर IIT JEE एंड आई वेंट टू IIT BHU, बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी. तो मैंने वहाँ से इंजीनियरिंग की है, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग. तो हमारे बैच में टोटल स्ट्रेंथ थी 500, which had I think 485 boys and 15 girls. So that ratio is quite, even if you want to go out and date, it's very difficult to find a partner there. तो वो बड़ा मुश्किल था, और वो सच है वो मानना कि इंजीनियरिंग में जो होते हैं लड़के और लड़की दोनों ही, बिकॉज इट्स सच अ स्क्यूड रेशियो, एंड और लड़कों में अगर 485 लड़के हैं और 15 लड़कियां हैं, पर वो 485 में I think at least 480 are non-dateable kind of guys, because engineering boys are so this thing ना, वो पढ़ाई में इतने ज़्यादा शुरू में घुसे रहते हैं, they don't know how the real world works. And growing up in North India, you have never actually even interacted with people of other gender, and you have this very strange notions which have come from cinema. So you are not really a very पीपल फ्रेंडली पर्सन एंड यू आर नॉट, तो वो बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जिस वजह से ये जो आपका जो नोशन है वो ऑलमोस्ट सच है कि इंजीनियरिंग के जो लड़के होते हैं उनकी पर्सनल लाइफ काफ़ी अपसेट होती है.
सो इट्स अ मिथ, जो मिथ नहीं था बेसिकली वो रियलिटी है.
ये सच है. लॉट्स ऑफ सोशल फैक्टर्स जो जावेद अख्तर साहब ने भी एक इंटरव्यू में बोला है कि 90s के दौर के 80s के 90s के गाने जो होते थे लव सॉन्ग्स, दे वर मोस्टली अबाउट describing the physical beauty of the other gender and not about the internal beauty, not about the character or something, you know, it's because you are not interacting with them, you are looking at them from a distance, so the only thing you can appreciate is, or you can talk about is the physical beauty aspects. तो interaction नहीं होता था. तो बहुत वैसा टाइम था. I grew up in that time, so you only saw girls from a distance and you never spoke to them, and some of it makes its way into the film also.
And as we talk about, you know, about your career, you have, as I said, like you have not made your career only in, you know, writing or dialogue writings or, you know, even directing. You have also been a lyricist for one of the songs, you know, if I'm not wrong. Tell me about that, and why didn't you continue as such, you know, in that?
So मुझे गाने बचपन से बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है. इनफैक्ट आई एम अ पार्ट ऑफ हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री टुडे, क्योंकि मैंने बचपन में रेडियो पे बहुत गाने सुने हिंदी फिल्मों के. मेरी एक ही ट्रेनिंग रही है हिंदी फिल्म के गानों की वजह से. मैं फिल्मों से प्यार में पड़ा, तो मेरा बहुत मन था कि मैं फिल्मों के गाने लिखूं. एंड देन एज लक वुड हैव इट, अनुराग कश्यप से मैं मिला 2010 में, एंड आई पिच्ड सम पोइट्री टू हिम एंड ही सेड ओके, आई एम मेकिंग अ फिल्म कॉल्ड गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर, तो तुम उसके गाने लिखो. एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड राइटिंग विद स्नेहा खानवलकर. शी वॉज द कंपोजर, आई वॉज द लिरिक्स राइटर. तो वो एल्बम करने में बहुत मज़ा आया. तो मेरा मन इतना खुश हो गया ना कि अब ये काम मैं और करूँगा. सो एंड थैंक्स टू द लव द एल्बम गॉट सॉन्ग्स लाइक वुमनिया एंड तार बिजली और जिया हो बिहार के लाला. एंड सो आई कंटिन्यूड, एंड देन लाइक मोह मोह के धागे हैपेंड एंड जबरा फैन हैपेंड, एंड रिसेंटली कला का एक गाना है शॉक, दैट हैपेंड. एंड ऑल ऑफ दीज सॉन्ग्स have been so rewarding for me just to work on them, and then the love people gave for them, that I want to continue writing lyrics.
And as we talk about songs, आप क्या thought रखते हो when you're writing a song? You know, there is a backstory, like whenever I'm, you know, and I listen to music a lot, so मैं lyrics से relate कर लेती हूँ कितनी बार, you know, that, you know, this journey, okay, I could relate to this XYZ lyrics and all, and I, like me, there are a lot of people who feel that way. आप जब लिखते हो, आप क्या थॉट लिखते हो?
तो मेरे लिए गाने लिखना धुन से शुरू होता है. ज़्यादातर मैं ट्यून्स पे लिखता हूँ. तो एक धुन आती है और एक स्क्रिप्ट का एक हिस्सा, जो भी स्क्रिप्ट में क्या सिचुएशन है वो मुझे जब दी जाती है, तो मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि मैं उस कैरेक्टर के अंदर जाऊँ, उसकी भाषा समझूँ, उसकी फीलिंग्स को समझूं. जैसे मोह मोह के धागे जो गाना है, अब फिल्म में वो उस जगह आता है जहाँ हस्बैंड और वाइफ, आयुष्मान खुराना एंड भूमि पेडनेकर, सो दे आर कमिंग बैक. वो भूमि अपने मायके चली गई है और वो उसको लेके आ रहा है. दोनों के बीच अभी प्यार शुरू हुआ है लेकिन झगड़ा भी है. दे आर नॉट रियली गेटिंग अलॉन्ग वेल. सो दैट फीलिंग ऑफ दिस थोड़ा सा खिंचन एंड स्टिल अ बॉन्ड विच इज so new for them, both of them newly married couple, and kind of arranged marriage. उन्होंने एक दूसरे को देखा भी नहीं था, शादी के पहले एक बार मिले थे. तो वो फीलिंग मेरे लिए बड़ी ज़रूरी थी पकड़ना थ्रू द कैरेक्टर. व्हाट दिस कैरेक्टर विल स्पीक टू हिज वाइफ इन इफ ही हैड टू राइट अ मोनोलॉग, नॉट अ सॉन्ग. तो वो गाना मोनोलॉग पहले एक तरह का मैंने शब्द ढूंढे, फिर वो धुन भी थी अनु मलिक साहब की, और फिर उस धुन पे लिखा.
और मोह मोह के धागे तो हम सबने सुना है, यू नो, इट्स सच अ पॉपुलर सॉन्ग दैट इवन नाउ you listen to it, you know, the way it says like तेरी क्या उंगलियों से जाके उलझे and all that. So that was your thought basically, like thinking something.
Yeah, तो वो मैंने सोचा कि वो दोनों के बीच में जो थोड़ी सी खींचातान भी चल रही है, प्यार भी है लेकिन खिंचन भी है, तो वहाँ से वो धागे शब्द आया कि ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जा उलझे. So there is love but also there is a slight frustration about चीज़ फंस गई है उंगली में and all. So it was that kind of a feeling I wanted to catch.
And being an engineer, इतना love के बारे में knowledge कैसे? क्योंकि love नहीं मिलता है. Is it like that?
Engineer था मैं एक ज़माने में, उसके बाद मैंने जब से छोड़ दिया तो ज़िंदगी में प्यार भी आ गया और प्यार की समझ भी आ गई, एंड यू ग्रो अप एंड यू काइंड ऑफ गेट आउट ऑफ द ट्रॉमास ऑफ योर early years, and so I think I got out.
Yeah, and when we talk about describe love, and if you had to describe love, how would you describe in a song?
How would I describe love in a song? तो एक गाना और मैंने लिखा है, वो मुझे बड़ा पसंद है। उसमें जो प्यार की परिभाषा है उस गाने में, सुई धागा नाम की फिल्म है, वरुण धवन एंड अनुष्का शर्मा। उसमें है, तेरा चाव लागा जैसे कोई घाव लागा। So I fell in love with you as if it's a wound or it's a, so वो जो that feeling I think is kind of captures how love is. It is very rewarding for all of us, but it also demands a lot out of us. It's kind of a wound which you keep waiting for it to heal, but when it heals you make a new wound. तो वो it's a feeling of being alive, how a wound makes you feel alive and feel hurt, and still you can always feel it with you
and heal it.
And heal it. It slowly, it changes every day, a wound, and so that is the idea I feel is how love is.
Quite depthful, I must say that. But Varun, talking about your work and especially getting into direction, what made you choose this side of life?
The filmmaking?
The filmmaking process.
मुझे फिल्मों से हमेशा से प्यार रहा है, और मैं चाहता था कि कोई कहानी ऐसी हो जो पर्सनल हो, जिसको मैं पूरी अपनी तरह से बना सकूं, फुल क्रिएटिव कंट्रोल हो। इसके पहले मैंने फिल्में लिखी हैं, शोज़ लिखे हैं, तो उसमें डायरेक्टर होते हैं जो मैं लिखता हूं, फिर वो इंटरप्रेट करते हैं अपने हिसाब से एडिट करते हैं। सो दिस वॉज वन स्टोरी विच आई फेल्ट कि ये तो मुझे ही बनानी है, क्योंकि इसकी जो डिटेल्स हैं, इसकी जो यादें हैं, जहाँ से कहानी निकली है, बहुत पर्सनल हैं। तो इसको मैं किसी को और समझा नहीं सकता, किसी और डायरेक्टर को मैं स्क्रिप्ट दे दूं और बोलूं कि आप बनाइए, तो मेरे लिए बड़ा मुश्किल होगा। तो मैं ये खुद करना चाहता हूं ताकि मैं पूरी ईमानदारी से इसको दिखा सकूं। सो दैट वाज द आइडिया, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई बिकेम अ फिल्म मेकर विद दिस फिल्म।
And if it comes to choosing films, which subject you want to highlight the more on? Say like this one is one of the subjects. Then there is love, there is ghost stories and all, and there is action. There is some thriller. Which one attracts your attention?
So for me, urban stories of contemporary youth, that attracts me a lot. आज की तारीख में यंग लोग किस तरह से दुनिया को देख रहे हैं, किस तरह से देश से, दुनिया से, समाज से इंटरैक्ट कर रहे हैं, वो कहानियाँ मुझे बहुत पसंद हैं। जैसे मसान पहली फिल्म थी जो मैंने लिखी थी, तो मसान में भी एक आज की दुनिया के यूथ की कहानी है, ये भी आज की दुनिया के यूथ की कहानी है, और होपफुली फ्यूचर में भी व्हाटएवर आई राइट, दे विल बी अर्बन स्टोरीज अबाउट द यूथ ऑफ इंडिया.
And as we talk about Masaan also, when you wrote the story and having Vicky Kaushal, Richa Chadda in the movie and all, and that time for them also it was like starting off their career and all. When you saw them versus what you see them now, and that film, even now people go back and watch, and what do you have to say about their journeys altogether?
About Vicky's journey,
and
so happy, so happy how Vicky, when we started working on Masaan, we knew right from the first audition, me and Neeraj, when we saw the audition, we knew that this guy is going to blow up in the scene, because he's so good, he's so dedicated, he's so honest, so hardworking. So us samay hi we were so lucky to find him for that role, for Deepak's role in Masaan. And then the film came out, the film got a lot of love. But Vicky got so much love, more than the film, and totally deserved, because he won almost every debut award that year. And then the career choices he has made after that, with the kind of cinema he has done after that, it's fantastic. I mean, Sam Bahadur recently, or Udham, I was in tears by the end of Udham, the way he has created that character. So for me, Vicky is one of the most talented actors of this generation, and he still has just started. It's only like not even 10 years since Masaan came out, 2015 में मसान आई थी, अगले साल 10 साल होंगे. And I'm sure he has a long career and a beautiful career ahead of him.
He also recently promoted your movie. You know,
Yeah, so he was so gracious to announce the trailer of the film. So he launched the trailer on Instagram.
Yeah.
And just took one phone call. I just asked him very politely, because I know he's now doing multiple things. He's constantly shooting. He may or may not have time and all. So I asked him, do you have time? He said, of course I'll do it, and I'll do it on my Insta page. And he was very gracious, and such a lovely note he wrote for the film and for me. And I'm like humbled and always so happy that I can call him a friend.
Even you have also been a national award winner, and does that also put kind of a stress on you sometimes when you're doing your work, or do you like try to take your work like calmly?
No, I don't think so. I don't really. I mean, national award was a big thing, was a good thing. It made my parents very proud, and that was the best thing. That when your parents are happy about something, your job is done. So my parents were very proud. But I personally don't think that awards are, awards matter beyond a point. They matter on that day. They matter to your friends and family. They feel very happy and proud of you, and that is the biggest award. But the real award is the love from people, the response from the audience, the way people keep your work alive in their minds, in their hearts. Like, people still listen to Moh Moh Ke Dhaage, and they would still be listening if it did not win any award.
Correct.
The song is independent of the award. Or people listen to Bikharne Ka Mujhko Shauk Hai Bada. It did not win any award. It was not even nominated for a single award.
And people love the song so much now. Yeah, it's all out
Anywhere Swanand Kirkire sings it live, people know the entire song. In a huge gathering, recently we performed at Rekhta, where there was like 1,000 people. At Spoken Fest, there were 2,000 people. And people were singing the song along, and that is award. That is way bigger award than any other award can give me. So for me, that is a big achievement, and that I value a lot.
And lastly, also I have to ask you that when we talk about movies like this, so many times the subject looks similar to people. So like how, when you said about, All India rank, there must be some comparison being drawn with Barbie Fail, and which was a super duper hit and all. So did you also have that thought, thoda sa, that, it may have that, comparisons kind of a thing?
So, two things. Comparisons are good, because 12th Fail, I really loved that film. If people think this is in the same zone, I'm very flattered, and I'm very happy that people liked that film. They'll come and watch this film also. Second, I don't really think that there is actually any comparison, because that is one about UPSC, that is about the struggle of a very deserving candidate who struggled so many obstacles to reach that success. My film is about why a kid should be thrown into that system. So my film is very different in tone. It's not supposed to be a success story. It's supposed to be kind of a satirical, funny take on the system and why or how the system was made in the first place, and the flaws of the system. So this is a very different take completely. Also, this is set in the 90s from a very personal story. Also, this is set in the world of IT coaching, and that was UPSC coaching. So there is no comparison actually. But if people compare and they come to the halls, please, I am very happy.
Well, that was lovely knowing a lot about you and about your work. But before I let you go, I want to know about your upcoming projects after this one.
So after this one, there is a film called Jigra, which is Vasan Bala's film. He is directing it.
And I am now excited the moment you told me the name.
Yeah, so Vasan Bala's film. Alia Bhatt is playing the central character. So I am writing lyrics for that film. I have written the songs for that film. So that is the next film. And yeah, that's it. For now, this and Jigra, and then I'll work on other stuff.
And talking about Jigra, I've seen her look, also some of the pictures have come out. It seems to be quite related to the current culture and current, how people are, the young minds are. So if you could tell me something about it, how it was for you working on this one.
So
Not
as
revealing
of
the
now,
plot.
no, nothing. I can't reveal anything at this point. I can just say I'm writing the songs and they are going to be great fun. That's all I can
So
say.
are we expecting something as popular as Moh Moh Ke Dhaage?
I don't know. We can't
Romantic or anything like that?
consciously create something which is similar to something else. I'll just say.
But will it be romantic or like?
It is a full album, so there are all kinds of tracks. But I can definitely tell you, it's going to be some of the most innovative, fun lyrics.
Thank you so much, Varun, for your lovely time and all the very best.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to see more of your work.
Thank you.
And looking forward to this one.
Hi, this is Varun Grover, and you are watching me exclusively on Zoom.